Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a good day today. I have been resting and enjoying my little vacation. Hey, Young Riez. Hey, Empress. Hey, Chicky D. Hey, CC. How are you guys doing? I don't know why this keeps doing this, but anyway, I'm glad you guys came along. Hey, Real Cornbread, how are you? Well, I have had a relaxing day today. Um, I have just been chilling. I'm out for the summer. So I have really just not have been worried about doing too much anything. I hadn't think I worked. Did I work out Monday? No, I haven't even worked out. So hopefully I'll go tomorrow and work out because I just been chilling. Yesterday I kind of went did some things and came home. Hey, free thinkers. How are you, sweetie? Glad to see my lovely people coming on in. Like I said, I'm always fashionably late. Whether I cam up or not, I'm fashionably late. So, yeah, I just been kind of relaxing and chilling at home and enjoying this time, not having to go into a classroom and deal with no kids, deal with no teachers, just chill. Um, and I've just been enjoying this little vacation. Now next week I'm gonna be hitting it. I'm going back to school to get another degree. And so I'm gonna be going back, and so I have to get all my information that I need to get back in school. Um, hey, Lon Lon. Oh, it's 2:53. Oh my God, young Riaz, you need to go to sleep. You need to go to sleep, sweetie. Lon Lon, what you up to doing? You was in there having you a drink. I hope you had a good time. I need to, you know what? I really need to go to the East Coast. I've never been to Philly. I've never been to New York. I would love to go up there one day. Hopefully next year, like I said, I can get to go some different places. But anyway, hey Denise, hey my girl. I'm not gonna hold you too long, but then again, I might. It just depends on how the conversation goes. I'm gonna be just talking a little bit about. Yes, you took your ass home. Thank God, and get home safe. And get home safe. And yeah. But every now and then, you do need to get out and have a good time, girl. Look, Lon Lon, I got a little tipsy the other day. You see me got a little boldness. I did that little when I did that little short walking and stuff like that. I was tipsy than a mug, and I said, "Lord, forgive me." I was real tipsy, honey. I got that liquid courage up in me. So I was switching around there, and honey, I wasn't caring about nothing. My cousin had got me on camera. That was so funny. But I'm glad that you guys looked at my shorts. I'll be making more because they said you could probably make some money on them. So I'm gonna try to do that. Look, I'm gonna be doing a lot of different things to make some money around here legally. So I'm gonna try to do some more shorts. And just like I said, I'll let you guys know some of the things that I'll be doing coming up in the future. But I'm just gonna be talking about how you shine light like a diamond. And I remember that song a few years ago. Rihanna came out with that song and I loved it. And the only reason why I'm not playing it because sometimes YouTube is really funny about music. They'll block it in like certain countries. So some people can't even see your content because you have a song on there, which is weird. So I didn't want to play it, but I got it from that song by Rihanna, "Shine Like a Diamond." And I used to love that song because to me it was very significant. So sometimes people cannot see you for really who you are and what you possess, right? And then there is some people that actually do see it. So, I don't know if y'all know how a diamond is formed, but from my understanding, a diamond is usually in under like underground, or sometimes it's in like in caves where people have to find them, and I think they start out. I think diamonds start out pretty ugly when you get a diamond. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Blood Diamond, but I think they're deformed. Some of them probably have dirt on them, so you can't really see the beauty of the diamond until it's refined, it's cut into the shape that it's supposed to be, it's polished, and then that's when you start to see that diamond. And you ever heard that saying, you like a diamond in a rough? So sometimes people are like that. And the only time you'll see that is when they go through adversity in their life. When you have went through adversity in your life, you ended up becoming a better version of yourself, right? And I know with some of the situations that I've dealt with, it has brought out a lot in me. That's why I said you can never underestimate people, because you never know what that person has on the inside of them. Please like, share, and subscribe, everybody. And I always push the notification button. But going back to what I was saying, you never know until you're in situations. And when you find yourself in situations and you think that they're going to take you out, they actually really enhance your life, and really, and you say, well, how can that happen? You have been through some things in your life that tried to take you out, that you felt like giving up. And then when you look up, you find out, hey, I've learned so much through this situation. It's helped me to even be a better person. I deal with people differently just because of what I've been through. Some of the things I've dealt with, it has taught me some valuable lessons. Number one, it taught me more of watching what people do instead of watching what people say. It also taught me always know your worth. If you don't know, hey Kita, if you don't know your worth, definitely nobody else will know your worth. You have to know who you are. I think of, and I'm gonna give you a little story time. I think her name is Dejanay or something. Hey, Metal Clips, how are you, sweetie? Metal Clips. I hope you had a great day. I hope everybody had a great day in here. But her name was Dejanay Jackson, the one that married Derek Jackson, and y'all been hearing about it. Uh, especially on the YouTube streets. Well, Derek Jackson was the relationship coach, and he was a very charming, I would say fine, not just nice looking guy, but he had a charm about him, and he knew how to get the audience of women. And the advice he was telling women about what type of man to look for and what type of man to watch out for, the exact same man that he was telling other people to watch out for was that man, right? And with her, she did not know her worth. If you looked at the interview, she was talking about how she didn't, she met him when she was 19. She was considered the nerd. She had a pimple face. She wasn't very, she didn't keep herself, I would say. She was a nerdy young lady, and she didn't know who she was. She ended up getting with this guy. Child, he wasn't never it for me. Okay. Yeah, see, I like chocolate brothers, but I like all brothers, but chocolate are my specialty. But anyway, so uh she ended up getting involved with Derek Jackson, because she was like, he's paying attention to me. I mean, I don't look worth nothing. I'm smart, but I don't look like nothing, and that's kind of how she was thinking. And like I said, she didn't know her worth. She had ended up getting raped, I think 3 months prior to her getting involved with him. And that is where a lot of her, I think, low self-esteem came from. Plus, she was kind of born in a situation where she was kind of had a single parent home, and I think her father wasn't really like present in her life as much as he should have been. What you say, you love chocolate too? Blue black. Ooh, blue black. Jesus. Yeah, she is. She is pretty. But she didn't think she was pretty, right? She didn't think she was good enough. Actually, she thought Jackson was better. I don't know if it's Derek Jacks or Derek Jackson, but I think it's Derek Jacks. She thought Derek Jacks was better than her, because if she didn't believe that, a lot of stuff she wouldn't have put up with. He had cheated on her for like 100 out of I think the 9 years that they were together. He cheated on her not 100 with 100 women, and they were together 9 years before he asked her to marry him. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So I was like, if it's Jackson, okay, because I'm thinking of myself, okay, somebody, if you thought more of yourself. Now, I'm not going to say what I would and wouldn't do, but to me, it only take me one time. I'm just going to say it only takes me one time, because I know my worth and I know what I have to offer. And it took her going through 9 years of him cheating with 100 women. And some of the women he even videotaped on his camera. Hey, the word, how are you, sweetie? Um, he even taped, and it was like, you saw this. And then she would try to make him jealous. No, I can't tell you what to do, ma'am, but the proper thing to do would probably be to leave for your peace of mind. She ended up marrying the dude, like after 9 years of this man cheating on her the whole time. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Had she knew who she really was, there's just certain things that you're not going to put up with. There's certain things that you're not going to allow. Now they are in going through the process of being divorced, right? And she is feeling like she's healed. She's, I think, I don't know if she's a certified life coach, or if she actually went back to school into counseling, but it's something into that degree where she is certified to be able to give people advice. So I would have to actually go back and look at that. But anyway, whatever she is certified to do, she is doing a program now to help people heal. And the program is actually it's like $1,000 to take the program. I'm like, sister girl, you ain't healed that fast. Being with somebody 9 years plus, and them constantly doing what they doing, and you putting up with it, you got a lot more groundwork to do. Now, I understand everybody is different. Everybody heals at a certain time. Everybody moves on at a certain time, but they haven't even totally gotten a divorce yet. They're in the process of divorcing, right? So you still have a long way to go and a short time to get there. But I say all that to say, you know, I can get that type of advice for free. Correct. All you gotta do is talk to your aunties that's been married and for some years, number of years, and even if they ain't married now, they've been married before, or your mama, or somebody that you respect, an older woman that can have wisdom. I'm not paying for that, especially no $1,000. Now she done got programmed enough from her husband, so I guess since he started charging people for advice, I guess she gonna do the same thing. But we go through things to become a better person. We go through things so that can bring out the best in us, right? And we go through things also to help other people with that advice. I'm not going to ever go through anything and it not be beneficial for someone else. Whatever I go through, it's going to be beneficial for somebody else. You know why? Because when people hear your experience, and especially if it's something that relates to them, they can be able to take what you've been through and your advice, and it could actually stop them from going through some of the pitfalls that you went through. That's exactly why we go through things, you know? We don't go through things just because. That's why I shut the F up, child. BS is going through. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then a lot of things you just kind of keep to yourself. And if you do let people know what's going into your marriage, make sure they're either certified, if it's somebody you can trust, that you don't have to worry about your business being spread. Right. And a lot of people, like I said, they get online and they talk about certain things. Some things is meant between you and that man, not for everybody out here in the streets. But back to her, I think her name is Dejanay, or Deja. I'm forgive me if I'm butchering her name, but I really wish that she actually knew her worth, because if she knew her worth, there would be some things she would not go into. There would be some things that she would have stopped at 9 years ago, right? Some things we get involved in because we don't know who we are. We don't know what we possess. But when you're going through things, it is meant for you to actually learn from them and advance in your life. I went through a lot, not just on YouTube, but just in life. Most people have been through a lot, right? And when you go through those things, they're supposed to bring the best out of you, not the worst. But you find so many people on in your daily life, people you work with, people you've interacted with, even your family, people on YouTube, they let the things in their life make the worst version of who they are instead of the best. And I was determined to make the best out of what I went through, what I'm going through. I was determined not to allow what has happened to me or what will happen to me, hey, only that to hinder my progress in life, right? Yes, right. Not today, Satan. We ain't playing that. So that's kind of what I wish that most of us, especially Black women, most Black women, I'm not gonna say, but I'm say a majority of Black women that I have interact with, either they don't, their dad was not present, or they don't have the best relationship with their dad, and really that affects how we have relationships with other men. As a young woman, your father is the first man you love. He is the person that shows you you are beautiful, that you have value, that how you are supposed to be treated as a young lady. That should be the first example. But we don't always have that. Hey, Don, how are you, sweetie? We don't always have that in our lives. We don't always have that man to tell us we're beautiful and we don't have to put up with this or that. Had some of us had that, there's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of men that we have would have avoided, right? And even women and even men. If you, sometimes your mother is the woman that shows you what a real woman is, what a good woman is. And when you have a bad relationship with your mother or non-existent with your mother, sometimes you don't have that example of what a good woman is, and how, what you should look for in a woman, or how a woman should treat you, right? So we don't have, and especially in the Black community, we don't see a lot of that. And even some of the white communities, I have seen a lot of single parent you know mothers, that are raising their children by themselves. We have seen to lose um Cornbread, what you got going on? Selena will always be the queen. Okay, thank you. I'm a queen in somebody's life. I appreciate that, Cornbread. So, um, yeah, we always have in every community Hey DJ, how are you, sweetie? Every community, except I don't see. Hey, yours, Mike. I don't see a lot of single mothers in Vietnamese culture as much as maybe blacks and now some of the whites. Even the Hispanic community, most of the fathers, they are in the household with the children and the wife. But I see it more, especially, I would say in the African American community and some in the white community. I don't see it in the Asian community, where the fathers are not in the homes as much, and I don't see it in other races, especially also in the Muslim communities as well. Mostly Muslims communities, their fathers are in the household. Fathers are the I would say, um they are the really the guide, um of how, or the leader of how a household should be ran, right? And because we live in the world that we live in, people seem to have lost their place. And you have mothers trying to raise sons and daughters, right? And we lose a lot of times. Your single parent mother don't have time to show you how much you worth, right? They don't have time to teach you how a man should treat you or how a woman should treat you. Hey Barnum, how are you? I hadn't seen you in forever. I hope you subscribed. I'm glad to see you. So I hadn't seen Barnum in a while. Me and Barnum always be messing with each other. And Ronald, yeah, our boy Ronald. But anyway, so yeah, so usually that's what, shows us and teaches our worth. Um, I would always say I was blessed and fortunate enough to have people in my family and in my life to show me that you are a special person. You are a beautiful person. You worth it. Even though some days I may not feel like it, I always can remember the voices when I was growing up and hearing that growing up. And I had men in my family to tell me and to reassure me that, I was a good woman, or I was a beautiful woman. And I'm not saying you should have people to tell you that all the time. You should know it. Yes, you should. But sometimes when you growing up in life, how you see the world and see people is when you're growing up and you're experiencing people, and especially when it's either positive or negative, right? It had to be somebody to put something in your life to let you know you can make it. You are beautiful. You are worth it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of thing in my life that I was fortunate to have, and not a lot of people have that, male or female. And then I think about this young lady. She didn't have that. She didn't have that core to know that there's just some things you just not gonna put up with. I don't need for somebody to cheat on me 100 times and then marry them. I have to have some type of worth within myself to know that this ain't cool. And some things is you going a little too far. Now, I really can't see one time, but I can see more one time than 100 times. That's just enough. Hey Tam Tam, how are you, sweetie? I'm so happy to see you guys. So only you know what you can put up with, but a lot of things people put up with is because they don't know their worth. And I always say your worth it depends on how you see yourself, how you view yourself, how you take care of yourself, the things you say to yourself. Like a lot of times when I know for me, I used to say a lot of, I had to reprogram myself. I said a lot of negative things to myself because at the time I was still, hey, yo, it's Mike. I don't know if I spoke to you. Yeah, I miss you too, bar none. A lot of things I would speak negatively to myself, about myself. And I wasn't showing love to myself until I remember when I was a child and how people tried to affirm me. And then I would have to reprogram myself and say to myself, I am worth it. I am beautiful. I am all of this. I can handle whatever that I face. I had to reprogram my mind to do that. And I realized not only do women struggle with self-esteem, but there's men that struggle with self-esteem too. And it's men that you would never think that have never struggled. You have men that they look nice on the outside. They look like they have everything together, but they be struggling on the inside because they remember when maybe in high school or junior high school or elementary when they were that chubby kid, or when they weren't that attractive like they are now, or when their mother or the absence of their father affected their lives. See, men deal with self-esteem issues as well. And sometimes the man say, well, I don't make enough money. Man, and they look down at themselves, or they don't look like the next guy over here. Men struggle just as much as women. They don't know their worth. Why? Because when we came up, a lot of times we didn't get that at home. And even if we did get that at home, sometimes the world will tell you you're unattractive. The world will tell you you're not worth it. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. That's what the world tells you. When I say the world, I'm talking about the people in the world. Hey, Harley, how you, sweetie? My girl, Harley. So the world sometimes tells you that. So you have to program your mind to really see yourself in a different light. Regardless of, you can't go by your feelings. Feelings will fool you, right? Your feelings will fool you. There will be people that will try to tear you down. I was for the longest and still probably have been called all types of names, right? And I have to remember the person that I am and what I have to offer. Because a lot of times people be projecting. Maybe they have been bullied in their life, so they bully other people. Maybe they think bad about themselves, so they point out things about you. Because the last time I checked, nobody, including the model, is flawless. We all have imperfections. We all have imperfections in the way we look and the way we act, some more than others, because some people you like, okay, I'm not going to say, you ugly, but you different. And that's all. That's all I'm going to say. Because they used to say, God hit them with the ugly stick, but we all have something about us that we don't like or that we feel that looks undesirable. I can tell you for me, I remember like always, I told you, don't let them steal your, thank you so much, Barnon. I remember when I had a problem with how thick I was. I'm like, what is going on? I said, I know I don't eat bad like that. And then I don't eat that much. But then I was like, when I was in high school, I was like a little stick, but I was a feisty little stick. Like I told y'all, I remember, I'm like, shoot, I didn't let too much stuff go, but I was very skinny. I was a size, I would say 3 to 5, right? And so now I'm a size 10, right? And so as me being a size 10, I'm a lot thicker than I was when I was a size 3 and a 5. I'm not a stick anymore. I'm very curvy, and I had a problem with that because I'm like, well, that's why I be staying in the gym, because I'm like, I want to make sure I don't get like I don't want to get chunky, like a chunky monkey. I want to kind of, be a little toned, you know what I'm saying? I might can't be back to the size 3 or 5 that I was before, but I can maintain my weight. Right. And so I would have kind of a stigma about being overly curvy, but to some people it's too much. But for some people, it's just right. Right. And so those are the people I will cater to, people that like curvier women. right? So it's a difference, and that's another thing. It's a difference between being curvy and just being really fat, right? And then you have to know what's best for you in your lifestyle and your weight. You have to know, okay, if this weight fine for you, is it fine for your health? We are all in a working progress. Nobody is perfect on this app. Nobody is perfect in real life. You know, we have situations, we have things about ourselves that we don't like. We have things about ourselves we know, hey, realist, how are you, sweetie? But what if the world suffers from low self esteem? The world does suffer from low self esteem because it's people like regular people like me and you that struggle with it. There's people that say all day, especially on here, I'm a bad MFer, and they be the main ones that have the lowest self esteem because they're always comparing themselves to other people. See, when you have healthy esteem, you don't compare yourself with other people as much. You understand what you got, and you see what they got, and you move on. I can tell you one thing that, hey, Thug, how are you, Thug Life Manning? I'm glad to see you. There's just certain things. Yes, European beauty standards. We are living in a world where, and the social media shows you every day what the European standard of beauty is. You have to just find out what type of beauty you got. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to always tell me, I remember, I don't know who told me this when I was young, God don't make no junk. And he don't. Now some people act like trash, but he originally, I think you're originally formed when you came into this world, you were worth something. You were valuable. You were so valuable that you ended up having your own fingerprint. You have your own talents and gifts. You have your own abilities about yourself that nobody else has. So to me, that says that we were meant to be valuable. We were meant to be worth something, you know? And so that's just how I see it. And it just really, and I'm gonna have people, if y'all would like to come up here, Harley, no, don't get fired, Harley. What you doing? What you got going on, girl? I don't want you to get fired. But yeah, so that's just really how I would see it. And then I'm gonna tell y'all a little story time. You know, sometimes in life, even if your family tell you certain things, you still can kind of be like thinking negative about yourself. This is kind of off the subject, but on the subject. You know me, I always have to have my little story time because I think it makes it more interesting. It helps us to see that we're all more connected than we think we are. I remember growing up, I was like in I think it was the seventh grade, going on to the eighth grade. And at one point in my life, I really wanted to be an actress, I would say. That was my goal. I wanted to be the next Jada Pickett. I wanted to be the next Vivica A. Fox. I really was into acting at a young age. And it was me and this girl, her name, I forgot her name. That's how much she was important to me. But she was a mess anyway. Anyway, she was a little hater at a young age. I wonder if she's still like that. But anyway, it started with a C. And I can't remember that girl's name, but she was a hateful little broad. First, she tried to be like my friend, and then after a while, she was seeing us as competition with each other because she wanted to be an actress as well. So for the summer, I ended up getting into a program. It was called the Junior Black Academy in Dallas. And basically, it's a theater that a lot of Black actors came from in the Dallas Metroplex. And they have a summer program. Well, at least they used to a few years, years ago, when they had certain kids that wanted to be a part of the program come and they would do like a big production, and it was a actor. I forget. I think her last name was Montgomery. I forget. I don't know if it was Tony Montgomery, but she played in Time to Kill. She played the mother. Hey Joe, how are you, sweetie? Hey Simple Jack, and she played the mother. And as she was a very good actress. She played in a lot of other Black films, and she came particularly to Dallas to this program to do. She wanted to do the remake of The Wiz, right? So here I was. I was young, and I felt like I could do anything, right? And so they had auditions, so you could audition for whatever part. Well, I auditioned to be Dorothy. I wanted to be Dorothy so bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I hope I get this part. So when I auditioned, you won't believe the part I got. Not the flying monkey, no, not Toto, um, not the scarecrow. I got the part as the witch. Now, I don't know what she was thinking or what she was trying to say at the time. But anyway, I got the part as the witch. And as I got the part as the witch, I was really studying on this role because, like I said, I was really excited and I was trying to, get to really capture that particular character. And then I also watched the movie. So I really wanted to get into it. And I had to sing. And I said, and then y'all remember that song, Don't Nobody Bring Me No Bad News? And I would be like, don't nobody bring me no bad news. And I would have to sing that song and sing it like that. And my older sister would practice with me. And I had to sound old and crazy. But anyway, y'all know how the witch sound in the play. So when I did it or whatever, it was the day of the play. And I was nervous as hell. This was my first production that I ever done in my life, right? I did little minor stuff, but this was really something really big. I'm sitting up there singing, Don't Nobody Bring Me No Bad News. And then all of a sudden, I forgot the name, I forgot the words to the song. At that time, I wasn't really cussing because I was a little kid, but I was like, oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh my God. I was sweating. I'm trying to think about what the hell. What? So I started ad libbing. And because I remember the actor said, when you forget something, ad lib, make something up and keep going. Don't stop and make it noticeable. So that's exactly what Chill Town. How are you, sweetie? And that's exactly what I did. I don't know what I said. I just know I made that song up, and it didn't have nothing to do with what I practiced. But I kept going. I kept going. And you know what? At the end of the play, a lot of people were saying, you did such a good job. And some people didn't even know I messed up. Now, my sister and the actor knew I messed up. Hey, I love Alta too. How are you, sweetie? And she know I messed up. But the fact that I kept going, regardless of me messing up, because like I said, I was like, oh damn, what am I going? But I didn't say that then. I don't know. I was just, oh Lord, what am I going to do? So it ended up coming out really well, and I ended up getting over my fear of being in front in public. And then I also learned when I mess up on stage to keep going. And that's how life is. Sometimes life is meant to break you and and make you into another type of person, and not a good person. It's to break you. It's to really break you. And you can never, and when you're broken like that, and you're becoming that type of broken person, you can't see yourself making it out. But life comes to do that. But just like I did, I learned to keep going. Even when I forget my parts, even when I mess up, to keep going. Right? It also taught me how, even at a young age, I really I had it going on. No, I'm just playing. But it taught me my strengths, right? And it taught me, regardless of what I mess up on, whatever I forget, hey, I still can make it rock, right? At the end of the day, that's what it taught me. So I just say to you guys, whatever you have going on in your life, there has been some times in your life where things will try to break you, but remember, you are valuable. And I told y'all the other day, you are worth it. Whatever you got going on, whatever has tried to make you think differently about where you are just because you might not be where you want to be. There's been sometimes I had a cut, and I'm going to tell you another story. I don't know if y'all tell me if y'all like story time or not. Because if y'all don't like story time, I'll stop telling you certain things and just keep it motivating. But put a one in the chat if you like story time, and put a two in the chat if you don't. Do you know you're not gonna hurt my feelings? I just need to know what I'm working with. But let's see, love stories. I need either one for yes story time or two for no. That's what I need. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of ones. So I had another cousin out of my hey capital C, how you doing, sweetie? Yes, I'm worth it. No, you're not. No, I'm just playing. Um, so anyway, like my boy capital C. So I had a cousin out of the million cousins that I have, and I literally do. Um, she was going through a lot. I would say probably about 5, 6 years ago, and she was going through a divorce. She was in a marriage. Thank you, realist. She was in a marriage where she didn't know her worth. She didn't know how special she was because a lot of things she dealt with, she shouldn't have dealt with. But because she didn't think, she was worth anything, I wouldn't say worth anything, but she has some self-esteem issues, correct? Right? Because of the stuff that she was going through with her husband, ex-husband. And she ended up putting up with stuff that she didn't have to put up with. So when she decided, you know what, enough is enough, nigga, I'm gone. And she took her 2 kids because she was gonna wait until I think those kids probably got like a little older. I think like in high school, but I think my other cousins they were like in elementary and one was in middle school. But she said enough is enough. I'm done. I'm tired of being treated like this. And he wasn't abusing her physically, but sometimes being abused emotionally and mentally, that's even worse. Somebody talking down to you, somebody making you feel like you are not good enough, that can do more damage to you than somebody putting their hands on you. So she decided she was done. She said, she was like, I had to learn, that I had to love myself enough to know that this is not for me. I'm not going to put up with this any further. So when she got a divorce, she went through a lot with her self-esteem still. She was lonely. She had always been married. She got married at a young age, I think after college. So maybe 22, 23. So she was going through that. And then she ended up dating some guys, nothing really serious, but they weren't for her. And then she ended up meeting a guy that was watching her. Let me just rewind. She ended up rebuilding also her self-esteem in the time that she was single. Again, she wasn't single like some women are today. Like we're single in our 30s, in our 40s, 50s. She got married, like I said, 22, 23. So she really never knew what it meant to be alone. I don't really believe it. I really believe that she was always used to being in a relationship. Right. Bruises go away, but mental abuse is forever. Correct. And so she ended up rebuilding her self-esteem. She ended up getting just really feeling good about herself. She would start to fix herself up. She would start to take better care of herself, and she started trying to lose weight. She was doing things, even though she wasn't a big woman, she was just taking care of herself, making sure that she was healthier. And she started to really go deal I would say enhance her spiritual life. So she started, going to different events, and she started really getting, I would say, getting closer to God. So as she went through that period in her life, where she was starting to regain her self-esteem, this man had been watching her for some months. Actually, was dating somebody, and he ended up breaking up with that person while he was watching her the whole time. And he was watching her at church. She would come in, she started to get involved in church. She was just started to do different things. And the man started watching her over some months. And then one day, he felt like it was right, and he approached her. And when he approached her totally different than what she was used to. It actually, I think it scared her, because she was used to something different, because what she accepted. She accepted something because she didn't know her worth like she should have. Right. So when she met somebody that showed her a different way of being, it scared the hell out of her. So as she learned to improve on herself and love herself, she ended up giving it a try, because it was different. The way he approached her, the way he dealt with her and treated her was totally different than what she ever had experienced. So long story short, they ended up getting engaged. They ended up married, and they're married today. Right? They have, I'm not going to say a perfect relationship, but they have a healthy relationship. They enjoy being around each other. They enjoy doing things together. They enjoy each other. And that's the way relationships should be. But had she not gotten out their relationship, had she not realized enough was enough and know her worth, she would have stayed more years with a man that would have treated her like crap. And she would have missed out on the man that actually knew her worth and saw her worth, right? So all I'm saying is, life will sometimes try to break you. You just have to know for yourself, is it going to work? Am I going to allow it to happen? Or am I going to fight? Or like I did in the play, kept going. Ad lib. I learned to ad lib in life. Some things I do off the top of my head, because I have I have a lot of creativity. So when you go through things in life, don't allow things to break you, because you have to know, when you came into this world, it was only one you. Now, it may be a lot of people that have your particular name, but there's only one you with your fingerprint on it. You get what I'm saying? So, and I've learned that, it's a lot of Selenas. And really, I used to hate my name. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when I was in elementary is when I even knew about Selena Quintanilla, and I didn't know nothing about her. And when I was in elementary, it was this lady named Selena with my same name, and she got killed. And I used to hate that name. But now, because I know who I am, I stand proud on that name. I love my name. I love the woman that I have become, and the woman I'm becoming. Because like Lonnie said, I'm coming more and more out of my shell, and not giving a rat's fat, you know what, about nobody and what their opinions have to say, what they have to say about me. Because at the end of the day, it's about what you say about you. That's what it matters. And I learned that even though I've been through a lot of pressure, pressure makes diamonds. That's how diamonds are formed. Diamonds are not ugly. They have a lot of dirt on them. They're gritty. They are unattractive when you see a diamond at first. But diamonds have to go through a refining process. And that's how life is. We go through things to refine us. And like I said, diamonds have to go through pressure to become the beautiful jewel that you see, the beautiful gem that you see, right? That's what happens. Diamonds go through pressure. And if you go through pressure, make sure that it's worth it. Make sure you become the best out of it. And that's why I say, regardless of what other people say about me, regardless of what other people think about me, I'm going to shine bright like a diamond, baby. And I'm going to take people with me. Look, I done got my glow up. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody want to glow up? Y'all can come on with me. Yeah, Selena. I know that's right, Harley girl. We gonna glow up together because what I believe is I don't believe in glowing up and not taking people with me. That's what a lot of selfish people on this app do. They want to glow up. They want to make sure they get the numbers and that they get the money, the cash apps and all this. But do you care about people that's around you that's supporting you? Now I don't know y'all from a can of paint, but my thing is if you come here and you come here to support me, then baby, I want to take you with me. I want to make sure whatever information I get, whatever I get in tuned with that is something that is worth something. I want to make sure y'all know it. I want to make sure I take people on the journey of being who you are supposed to be originally. Not what people want you to be, but who you actually are supposed to be. What's inside of you. Everything that looks good to you isn't necessarily good for you. Correct. And it's not. Be in tune with your star player. I know that's right. But yeah, everything that what did y'all hear that saying they used to say everything that glitters ain't gold? That's exactly the truth. But a lot of things we overlook. Like I said, a lot of people would just a normal person that doesn't have an eye and doesn't know what a real diamond looks like, they would overlook a diamond. They would walk right over a diamond because it doesn't look like what they envision. But once they pick that thing up, they refined it. It goes through that refining process. It is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. All diamonds, right, and all diamonds don't shine. That's why a lot of people overlook some diamonds because they're not shining right now. They haven't went through the refining process. Refining process is to bring out the negative, to bring out the things that it's not supposed to be there, right? It's supposed to refine you into something beautiful, into something special. That's the refining process. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody has a part of them that is beautiful. It's something that you have, like I always say, that no one else has. There's things about you that you haven't even tapped into yet. And some people, when they tap into stuff, they think, oh, it's not good enough or it's not big enough. It doesn't have to be big enough. Whatever you were assigned to do, whoever you are assigned to be, that's who you are. That doesn't make you less valuable that you're not a movie star or that you're not well known. With me not having 1,000 plus subs, it's just not my time yet. That doesn't take away from my worth and what I have to offer. Because I learned a long time ago, quality is worth more than quantity. Right? And also, even with diamonds, there's some diamonds that are more valuable than others. So even diamonds are not all the same. Doesn't make them less of a diamond. It just means their value is different. So I just want you guys to understand that I'm going to put the link in the chat if you decide to come through. If you would like to come through, I would appreciate it. If not, I'll end the live. But I really want people to see that it's not, be you. and know that you have just as much value as anybody else. Let me see. I don't know if I can just be patient with me. I hope everybody's doing well. And I hope everybody understands exactly where I'm coming from. I really do. And that you apply some of the things that I, am saying. Because I know I have to, everything that I'm telling you, I have to say to myself. That is the link. If you would like to take it, you're more than welcome. To tell me some of your experiences of being refined. Because I don't know about you, but I shine like a diamond. I don't care if a hater say no, you don't shine like. I'm gonna say I shine bright like a diamond. Because guess what? One thing about me, I'm not basic. Oh, thank you so much for the cash app. Thank you guys for the cash apps. I really appreciate you guys. Um, you guys have been such a blessing to me. But I want to say that regardless of what you've been through, you can shine like a diamond. And one thing, to know how to shine like a diamond, you have to know, number one, your worth, right? You have to know that you're unique in your own right, that you're not basic. I refuse to accept being basic. I'm okay with being unusual and peculiar or different. I'm okay with that. That makes me shine brighter. No one gonna steal. I'm not gonna let nobody steal my shine. You get your own. So yeah, like, you have to know who you are. Anybody want to take the link? You can. Um, I think it was pretty unusual. I did have a lot of response to telling people when I went to the strip club. I guess people want to know what I had to say about that. That was pretty unusual, but I got a lot of views on that, and I was like, well, I ain't gonna look. I like to be a mystery. I ain't gonna tell everybody everything, but I will give you some parts of me, like I always tell you, some parts of me, so that you will understand that we are all on the same playing field trying to figure it out. I know who I am, Celine. No, you don't. You don't know. You don't know who you are. Go sit down. Go sit down, capital C. I like this one here. That's my buddy. You don't know who you are. Hush your mouth. Come up here. Somebody come up here. Look, I'm tired of begging people to come up here. I want somebody. Now, Keita was sweet enough to come up here one time. Harley, you ain't never came up here. Do you hit panels? I don't know if Harley hit panels or not. And Lonnie probably gone. But anyway, like I said, I just want you guys to know how to really, I would say, just really know that you are worth so much more than what you see right now. And it takes sometimes going through stuff for you to really see that sometimes. Like, I would have never thought I would be talking to you guys a few months ago. Never. I've had even people that don't like me now, had told me, hey, you need to start your own channel. And at first I was like, nah, I ain't really feeling that, because YouTube, it's a lot of weird. I'm coming one day for sure. That's what you say. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Um, and I and then when I went through the experience that I went through, I would have never thought that I would have ended up getting my own channel. And then the fact that I'm still smiling, even though some people tried to take away my smile. It's some people that tried to take away my joy, because I always felt like my name was being put involved in stuff that it shouldn't have been. Now, I might understand me, my country accent. Mine is too. Shoot, Carly. Now I'm from the country and the hood. So my accent is very thick. I actually have to work through my accent, and make sure that I'm speaking thoroughly. Then, and and articulate every word because I'm so country, or maybe some people say ghetto, but I really work even harder on my speech because I know how it make it be. Now, when I'm mad, I sound like, "Hey, Colt, how are you, sweetie? Yes, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hey, Meek Meek, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you push that like button." Um, I remember, what was that I was about to say? They got me off when you were talking about accents, and I used to hate my voice. I used to hate hearing it when I would speak. I was like, oh. And then, oh yeah. And so what I was saying was, when I get mad, like real mad, my accent is a mix between, I would say Oak Cliff in the hood where I'm at, the country, and Louisiana. It's all mixed together. I got a weird accent when I get upset. I talk fast. Um, I I have these vowels that shouldn't be there, and I have a lot of stuff going on when I'm upset, right? And it's only when I really get upset you can really, oh, my ghetto come out. Oh, whatever, Cole. But yeah, I have a lot of I have a weird accent when I get mad. Like, I really be like, oh, I be like, I'm gone. I'm gone. So yeah, you from Texas? Yes. Oh, you're from Texas? I didn't know that. I'm from D Town. Um, yes, in South Oak Cliff, baby. Okay, what'd you say? A lot of folks be like, huh? What I say it again. Oh, okay. Yeah, some people just they're used to, especially the people like in the East, they have a different way. People that are real down, like down south, they have a different way of speaking. Every place you go to, okay, you in Fort Worth, right? Sock. Okay. Yes, indeed. I live rat. A little rat. That's my country. Rat. Um, I used to live right around South Oak Cliff. Um, back in the day. So yeah. That's what I say. Don't let this cute face fool you, honey. I got hardly I got called fake because I have a double accent. I know how to speak UK accent and American. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I wish I could be sound like that. I really wish I could. I tried to do it like in my accent, it just didn't come out right. I don't know. I tried to do that UK that UK accent, and um I'm trying to think. I used to that you remember that great Poupon little acts what was that, Great Poupon, the commercial. It used to come on years ago, and I would try to do that accent. Girl, I could never get that down. I'm sorry, I just could never get that down. I don't know why I couldn't get no British accent. I said I got to work on that. But yeah, I think they have the sexiest accent ever. I also like how some of the island people talk, especially like from Jamaica. I like how they talk. That's really sexy to me. But like I said, we have our own accents, honey. Okay, my friend had a salon in Deep Ellum. Not sure if he's still there. Okay, yeah, Deep Ellum. This downtown Dallas. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so like I said, I'm working through my accent, but I said, Harley, I wasn't going to allow my accent to stop me. Especially some of the things that I have encountered. I've learned to be me at the end of the day. If people don't like it, then they can move on to somewhere else. And I have some friends actually in Australia that I met um, through a program that I was in, and I like their accent as well. They have a really good accent. Okay, okay. I don't know why it popped up in your recommendations, but you can move on. That's what you can do. So, Anyway, yeah, I like those type of accents as well. And so, like I said, a lot of different things you've just, you hear different people and their accents, and some people you're drawn to them, like people that hear me, they still hear my accent, but they like my voice, and I thought that was pretty interesting because I used to hate my voice. I really did. Hey D, I had check your Instagram because I sent you a request. Ooh, you missed everything, but yeah, talking about get your ass on somewhere. Talking about why these people got a lot of nerves. I don't know who this nigga is. Don't have me getting to my other person. Get your ass on somewhere. But anyway, now see, Delisha about to come out, y'all. Y'all want Delisha to come out? Jesus working on me. Let's see who I got back here. Hey, okay. Cornbread, what you got going on?
Oh, yellow Selena. Is she still here?
What you got?
She, you kick
What?
yourself out.
Huh?
I said you kick yourself out.
Yeah, it's like every time I add somebody in, it kicks me out. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, right. You better take his ass on somewhere. I'm not the one.
What's this guy? Why the F did this pop up with my recommendation? What recommendations you talking about?
Hey, Richard Rich. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, he came up in here talking about why the fuck this pop in my recommendation. I'm like, you can pop your ass back out. I can tell you that. How about that? How about them apples? 'Cause you look like you don't eat apples, nigga. You look like. Let me stop. Delisha, go back in there. Go back. Go back. Go back. You know, he don't look like he eat nothing healthy. He got the nerve to come up in here with that foolishness. Let me let you understand. All these trolls, I ain't having it. Keep your ass in the bushes. I can tell you that. Because what you don't want is Delisha to come out. 'Cause I don't know who you are. And you really don't want to know me like that. Fat ass.
No,
Now what you say?
doesn't sound like him. Don't do that. So how's your day been?
Oh, no, it's been good. Hey, I'm having a good time. I just like to tell people exactly what time it is. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time with you guys. And I'm glad that you guys are here with me today. But I'm having a good day. I told you today was a day where I was just like, I was trying to come up with a title. And then when I realized, I said, what is kind of going with how I feel right now? And right, bar none. And I was just like, how do I feel right now? Right now, I feel really good about me, and I want other people to feel good about them. And that's why I
Absolutely.
came up with this title, this live today. And I hope that you guys get something from what I said. My son is here to visit. Much okay. Thank you so much, Metal Clips. Thank you so much, sweetie. Hey, Miss Queen. So how are you feeling, Cornbread?
I'm feeling okay.
You
No,
feeling
taking it.
okay?
Yeah, taking it day by day.
Okay. What's been going on?
A little work here and there, but other than that, no, just man, staying out the way. How
Mm-hmm.
this foolishness is going on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, I said to someone that I know, and I said that you have been doing a lot better. I can see a lot of growth in you. I can see that you are trying to let a lot of things go that is not healthy for you, and that's really good. That's
Yeah.
really good. I'm proud of you. What I want you to know, and like I was talking about, basically knowing your worth. Don't allow or be around certain people that tear you down. You should love yourself and care enough about yourself not to engage certain people.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's the advice that I would get to you that I kind of have been seeing, but I want you to know your worth. I want you to know that you're here for a reason. Whether it's big or small, you are not trash. And sometimes as we grow up in this world, we don't have people in our lives to tell us how important we really are. They don't tell us how much we are worth. And I want to tell you that today because, and this is not no BS, this is real talk. I want you to know that you are a real man.
Thank you.
You stand on your square. You be who you made to be. Have confidence in yourself. When you go on your platform, you need to know who you are. You need to know what you talking about, and you need to command the room. Don't talk when you're doing your commentary or whatever. When you go on your channel, don't talk as if you're unsure or if you are not confident. You need to talk with confidence. That's one thing I noticed about you. You need to talk with confidence, and I
Okay.
hope that you understand that even though you may have been in this life and you maybe have not gotten a lot of encouragement from people, but what I want you to know is you are worth it. You do have something valuable to say. You just have to find it. You have to find what works for you.
Okay. I work on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and work on that. But I see your improvements as far as you trying to start a channel where it's talking about different subjects. You're not trying to stay into the mess, even though you see it, even though you may sometimes, look at it, you still are trying to focus on other things. And that, for what I can say, that is what I'm proud of you for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
like I said, speak with confidence. You, especially if you know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't know what you're talking about, I would say speak as if you are mad, but not in an anger, not an angry way. But you know how when you mad, you got a lot of confidence. Like I can beat this nigga up. That's kind of confidence you need to have when you are relaying conversation, or when you're talking about a particular subject that you know about. You need to be confident in that. Because people, hey Tina, how are you, sweetie? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Because you need to know, okay, you got something to say. So if you got something to say, you got to make people believe that you actually have something to say. Hey Gartrell, how are you, sweetie?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that though.
Yeah, you got to command the room. That's one thing I learned as I did acting, as I learned to do speech. And I was a person, I promise y'all, yeah, I know y'all can't believe it. I was a really quiet person. And I was a person that would love to sit in the back and watch people, right? And how I'm getting pulled out of my shell was because of circumstances in life. Like one of the circumstances, situation that happened to me on here, it kind of pulled me out. But even when I did acting, and I did had to be in front of people speaking, it learned to take me a little bit farther out of my shell. And I learned how to communicate. I learned how to command the room when I'm talking to people. Because I had to let people know I knew what I was talking about. Even if I didn't, I would fake, and they wouldn't know that I didn't know what I was talking about. But I made them believe that I knew, if that makes sense. Um, because like I said, life come to break you. You just got to know that you are unbreakable. And this not no uh some little inspirational story we get on Google Instagram. This is real talk. This is because life will try to break you. You have some people in your family will talk down more on you than people out here on the street. You
Yeah.
got to learn. Yeah, you do. So, do you kind of understand where I'm coming from?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I want you to do something with it. I don't want it to fall on deaf ears. I really
That's not.
don't.
Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
it's not.
Mm-hmm. Let these folks know I know what the hell I'm doing. Even if you don't at the time, you know, like I said, we all have something to offer. We just have to know what it is. And that's what I learned. I know I have a lot to offer, but I'm learning to know exactly what those things are. And as I learn to know what those things are, I expound on those things. And people can see it in you. They can see that if you learn to get to know yourself, they can see that you're a unique person. They will know you're a unique person because of how you carry yourself. You don't carry yourself like other people. Even though you know you can get with somebody, people when they see you, they know there's a difference about you than from all the rest. But
Exactly.
yeah, when I used to I used to pray a long time ago, this prayer. I want to be so different, I stick out like a sore thumb. I didn't realize what I was speaking or praying at the time. But as I gotten older, I'm learning I stick out more like a sore thumb. And it caused a lot of negative attention too. It caused a lot of attention, but it caused some negative attention as well. So sometimes if you pray, be careful what you pray for. They used to always say that because you really don't know. Sometimes when you are really different, hey, Mr. Goodbar, when you are really different, you will sometimes stick out like a sore thumb. People won't be able to understand you.
Exactly. I heard that saying a lot.
Hmm. Yeah. You know?
Gotta be- just have to be comfortable with who you really are.
Yeah, you have to be comfortable in who you are. And once you do become comfortable with what you or who you really are and whose you really are, some things that people do and say, it'll be like water on a duck's back.
Exactly. But
People
you gotta
tell, huh?
learn how ignore stuff like that though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause I was like on a go. When I see anything bad about me, especially on here, I just go on the go. So I just had to learn to ignore certain things.
Yeah, you have to, cornbread, because you'll be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I say one thing. Now I'm kind of one of them people too. Uh, put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I always say, don't let this lace front and these nails fool you, because a lot of people do a lot of talking on here. But I need you to put up something because your talk is cheap. At the end of the day, it's cheap. So I'm about action. I'm about action. And my thing is you can say what you want to say, but hey, how about let's do something about it? That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. So that's why I say you do you. If people gonna rock with you, they gonna rock with you. If people not gonna rock with you, that's cool too, because they weren't meant to be there. But I would say focus on people that are actually going to support you. And this goes for me. Also listen to constructive criticism. If you know somebody's not being malicious, but they're actually wanting to see you win and they actually see some things about you that you can probably need to work on, pay attention to those things. Don't take it for face value. Actually take it in, because what you'll find out is some of the stuff, if you listen to it and you actually apply it, it might help you and benefit you so much better than you would have been before. Hey, Carl, how are you? Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, it might benefit you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you understand that. Make sure you
Well,
guys, when y'all come in, make sure you press the like button. Mm-hmm.
I definitely understand.
Mm-hmm. So, like I say, I love you to Reese's Pieces. Love everybody in the chat, even all my supporters that don't come in all the time. I appreciate you guys for your support. Appreciate you guys for your cash apps. You can stay up here if you want to. Cornbread, if anybody else wants to come up, you're more than welcome. I really, like I said, I really felt like I really had a enough to say about the situation, about shining and making sure that you shine in your own right. You don't have to steal or take anybody else's shine if you know who you are and you know your worth. I don't have to steal Keita shine because Keita is Keita and Selena is Selena. I have to know what I possess. I have to know what I have to offer. I have to know who I am and expound on that.
Yeah,
And
cannot
sometimes, go ahead.
can't disagree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's nobody that can be a Carl. There's nobody that can be a Chicky. We're all different in our own right. There's things that Chicky can do, I can't do. There's things I can do that Chicky can't do. And that's what makes us even more valuable to ourselves, to the world around us. Like I say, when you go through, you ever see how a diamond is processed, it goes through so much refining just to be able to be sold in Zales or Saks or the other expensive jewelry places. It goes through a lot of different processes.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how people are. We're just like diamonds. We are supposed to go through things to actually refine us to be different and better people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some
Absolutely.
people in the process of refining, they break. Okay. Okay. People notice you because they like you. People notice you because they dislike you. People gonna notice you though. Okay. Now that's for everybody, or were you saying that to me, Gartrell? Let me see. Got to stay away from negative energy. Correct. Diamond in the rough. Like I said, some of us are diamond in the rough. We still in the rough. We still in the. I would say, even though I'm shining, I'm still in the refining process. Cause like homeboy was about to get really now he was about to get roasted. I'm a diamond. My luster shines from within. No, you not. No, no, you know, diamond capital C. You think too highly of yourself. Shut up. Let me see. Keita, I ride with my tray. What the hell? My jar is stacked with. Keita, you have something wrong with you, Keita. Oh no, that Keita Harley. Harley crazy as hell. Oh my God, Harley, you made me laugh on that one. Oh, you rogue. Oh yes, capital C. You know I'm gonna give you that work. Just saying, when you think people aren't paying attention, they are. All right, Gartrell, you know you right about that. You right about that, Gartrell. I'm the Lord, look at this nigga. He crazy. Talking about I'm the purist. You know you wrong. Uh, did you want anything else to add to this cornbread? Because you know I'll just be talking.
I mean, just like I said, just be who you are on here for real. You ain't got to
Mhm.
nobody else. Bring
Yeah,
people try
yeah.
to
Be who you are.
whatever. I mean, just be yourself. It just ain't fuck.
Hmm. Right, right, right. I tell you, Harley and Capital C is acting up in the chat. Gartrell, I need you to regulate. But yeah, you're right. You have to be yourself. If you're not yourself, then people can see it. They can see it. They know when you, even if they don't know you, sometimes they know that you could be playing a role.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could be playing a role right now, but I don't have time for that. Much as I've been through in life and on this app, I ain't got time to be playing no role. I'm like this. Either you like me or you don't. And if you don't, keep it stepping. Keep it
as I
stepping.
said, as I say, like
Mm-hmm.
if you want unsub for me, like remain unsub because you're not hurting me by taking your subscription and shit, taking it back or whatever. You're not
Right.
really hurting me.
Mm-mm. Like I said, I want, and we're all, I would say we're all human. Okay. Oh, okay. Trade candle holders is on. Oh, okay. Oh, also, CC Chicky, I don't know if y'all still, I see CC. Can y'all put, and Mr. Goodbar here, can y'all put, Harley's, everybody that has a channel, like Harley, think Rich has a channel, D Santana, can you put their, like their, and Cornbread, can you put their channels in the chat so people can, if they're, would like to sub up to them? Yeah, Kita's a sweetheart. Yeah, Harley. Okay, that's what you was talking about, Harley. Because I was laughing. That was funny to me for some apparent reason. But back to what you was saying, Cornbread. Yeah, people they will unsub to you. It'll be like you'd be like, what I do? But some people just won't be able to rock with you. They won't be able to understand you. They're not gonna like your vibe, and that's cool. Because like I said, whoever's gonna rock with you, they're gonna rock with you. And whoever's not, they're just not. You
Exactly.
know, you just have to deal with the fact that and enjoy the people that actually like what you have to say or like who you are. Besides the right person, can you see through fakery? That's why it's best to always keep it genuine. Certain ones have a blessed vision. Capital C, do you have a blessed vision? I don't want to do he have. I want to do Captain C have a blessed vision. But yeah, put Harley's in there. That's my girl. Um and cornbread. Captain C, no, you don't have no channel. Let's see who else in here. Or none. I don't know if you have one. I don't think Carl has one either. But yeah, so okay, don't mind me, Selena. I'm high 90% of the time. That's okay because it's actually funny. That was so funny to me for some reason. I have a particular set of skills, Selena. Oh, okay. Tell us anything, capital C.
Mhm.
But yeah, but like I said, cornbread, keep doing what you're doing. Get confidence. Oh, yours, Mike. I didn't know you were still in here. Oh, put yours, Mike, in the chat in the channel. I said chat in the channel. Channel in the chat. Look, Harley, I might be high with you. I'm just talking. Y'all kind of making me laugh tonight. Shoot. Yeah, y'all making me laugh. Harley crazy. And capital C. But yeah, cornbread. I really want to see some improvement in that area. You just have to, like I said, you have to know kind of your some of your skill sets, like what you're good at, know what you're not good at, and whatever you're not good at, you probably need to improve on it. And that's why I asked some people, like even some YouTubers I'll ask a friend or people that I may trust their judgment. I might ask them, what do you see that I can work on? And then listen to what they actually have to say. You know, I got some poetry on my channel. It's old, but it's fire. Okay. Put capital C's channel in there as well. He does have great poetry, guys. Thank you. Okay. I appreciate you, Harley. Like I said, I might have to get high like you one day. Oh Lord. Tell Keita, send me an ashtray. No, I'm just kidding. But whatever. And Keita, also Keita, whenever you do send me whatever you're going to send me, I'm going to make sure I advertise it so people can know about your business. I think I advertise Lon Lon's business as well. If anybody in the chat that has a business, make sure you let me know that. um I could get a lot of more people, information, or let them know that you have a business, to make sure that you are getting some more business from this channel. Okay, you got yours, Mike. Okay, and then capital C. I think it was Rich and D Santana that was in here too. And you got cornbread, I think. Oh, you're not welcome, capital C. You are not welcome. But I'm gonna close this unless y'all anybody else wants to come up. Like I said, I went an hour and 30 minutes today, and it is already 10. Was it 10:21? I started really late, but I hope you guys can understand how valuable you really are. And I ain't got uh shit to do. On my channel, just my start date. Oh, okay. So do you don't have okay, you don't have nothing on your channel. Okay. Yeah, Gartrell. How was your Memorial Day? Cause aren't you a veteran? Thought maybe you were a veteran or somebody. I know Straight Talk is, but I'm just glad that you guys came through on a Wednesday night. Now, something might be coming up either Thursday or Friday. I have an interview, so I got to see what is the best date, and then I got some other people that I'm going to reach out to for some interviews, and I'm going to have them. I'm going to do a series, and you know how that's hey Dubs, how are you, sweetie? You know that when that saying when it says when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I'ma have when life brings you limes, make margaritas. How about that? That's pretty good. Meek gave me that idea. uh, you
I
like
know
that?
that's.
You like that,
Mm-hmm.
cornbread? Yeah. Yeah. So basically, okay. No, I went to Winwood to enlist and changed my mind. Okay, I hear you, brother. It was nice seeing you, bar none. I'm so happy you came through. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, and that you come back. Make sure that you push the notification so you can know when I go back live. Um, and sometimes, bar none, I do cam up. So some days I really just don't, because you know the situation when you cam up, you gotta wear all these weird people. Um, I like the one. Okay, I like that one, Selena. Okay, thank you. But yeah, you gotta really watch. And some days I'll cam up, some days I just won't, cause I just don't feel like it. I like daiquiris better than margaritas. You do? I like either or. I'm not really a drinker, but I like if I drink, I like fruity drinks. The only one now, what I got a little tipsy on the weekend was some Patron and I think some vodka. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that vodka had me in another world, another state, another yeah planet. I was in another planet.
Let me
So
see. I seen that show you put up.
yeah, I was in another planet. But yeah, vodka had I'm telling you, I was lit. I was so lit. Selena got her prom dress on that pic. That ain't no prom dress. My prom dress is cute and it was long and it was be I had a bedazzled bedazzled dress with all them jewels and stuff. I ain't got that with no prom dress.
Put it like this, yours, Mike. She was definitely right in that dress, bro.
he
Trust.
talking about he talking about prom dress. Woo. Okay. Lit up. Yes, I was Harley. That vodka was hitting it. I was like, my God. So I thought at one point I was in heaven. That's how in another world I was. I said, stay away from the vodka. Stay away from the vodka. Yeah, Patron used to be like my drink. I used to love me some Patron, like, but vodka will have you on the tables dancing, literally. Like it will have you. I'm telling you, I felt I had so much liquid courage that night. I probably
Mm.
could have really just did some damage. But yeah, I had to kind of. I said, "Nah, I can't do that no more." That had me in another place in my mind. That was reckless. I said, I can get reckless off this stuff, honey. And just think about it. I had me a little weed too. I wouldn't be no good. Selena,
Uh-oh.
you most definitely wearing that dress. Thank you, Bar. I appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm a little thick mama, a little thick
Mm.
mama Sita.
Yes.
I'm not. I wish sometimes I wish I was little, back that 3 and that size 3 and 5, but no, I'm not there. Honey, I'm a thick mama. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm gonna get yours, Mike. Talking about prom dress. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm most certainly gonna get you. What you say? I made mom made vodka cake instead of rum cake. Oh my god! So y'all was high too, man. I'm telling you, that vodka ain't no joke. Okay, Chicky, ha ha. I'm so glad you guys came through. Like I said, I'm about to end this live. Thank you guys for coming through. Drinking moonshine for the first time is what stopped me from drinking. Oh my God. My
That's
grandfather used to make moonshine.
great corn.
Oh, you bring out the blue. Oh, I did. I was rustling trying to get that dress up, boy. I was rustling and tussling. That dress, Lord, it was tight. I didn't really realize it until I put that on. I was like, my God, I might need some oil, slap some baby oil on me to get this dress up.
Don't
I
do that.
need it. I had to squeeze that thing. I had to squeeze that dress on. Oh my goodness. That was the first time I wore that dress too. I had to squeeze that sucker on. I said, give me some oil, like or like I'm oiling some kind of chicken or something. I'm like, Lord, can I get the dress off when I get home? That's what I was trying to kind of concerned about. I said, Lord, what you say, cornbread?
I already put the oil on.
Yeah, I had to get. It seemed like I had to get some oil to get that dress on. It was tough. Shoot, tough getting on over them hips and booty. But yeah, it's all good. I'm glad that y'all guys came through. I'm glad that I could give y'all a little laughter. Like I said, I like to be encouraging, but I also like to have some fun. I want people to have a good time over here. I want to have some giggles, laughs, and I just want y'all to be once y'all leave, I want y'all to feel a little bit better. Whatever you're going through, believe me, it's people that are going through it or about to go through it. So none of us are exempt from troubles. It's just how we handle each and every trouble that we have, every situation we have. Like I say, sometimes we handle it perfectly, sometimes we don't. We're not perfect human beings. But the I think what God or our creator wants more from us is to do the best that you can do with the life you have. We all are on borrowed time, right? It's good to enjoy your life. As you enjoy your life, know how to treat yourself, know how to treat other people. You know what I'm saying? Treat people like you want to be treated. Do the best you can, you know, just 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 do what you can do, for yourself. Do what is right, if you can do it. And like I said, and know your worth. If nothing
Abs-
else, yeah, if nothing else, find out who you are. It's people. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off. But it's people in the 30s, 40s, 50s that have and 60s that never knew who they were. They're still trying to figure it out. And I think that that's unfortunate. I think that you might not know in your 20s because you're still knowing yourself. Maybe in your 30s, you're getting there. You're not all the way there. But when it comes down to 40s, 50s, and 60s, like, you need to do better. You need to figure out who you are. And when you learn how to do that, and you know that you're just as much as valuable as anybody else, just certain things you're not going to do, certain things you're not going to say, and there's a lot of things you won't entertain because that's not of your caliber. Not to say that you're better than anybody, but you have to know your caliber, you have to know your value. And that's what I just wanted to that's what I want you guys to see today. And don't think I've rised above, don't think I have it all together because I'm learning just like you are. I know myself enough to know certain things, but I'm still learning of different parts of me. We'll never know everything, but there's still we should be in a process of knowing who we are. We should be closer. Hey QT, we should be closer than where we was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We should be closer. We should have an ideal, and we shouldn't be moved by so many things. Like I had to
Absolutely.
catch myself. Hmm.
Yeah, I say I agree with that, definitely.
Yeah. We shouldn't, it's just certain things you just have to, and then if people don't want to know or they don't want to adjust to you, then don't let them adjust. Keep it moving.
That's what you
Keep
gotta.
it moving. Mhm. Keep it moving. So that's just how I see it. Chicky, if you could put QT's um channel in the chat, I would appreciate it. I don't know if she can do it. I think you're a mod, QT. So if you could put it in the chat, if people would like to follow your channel, because I'm telling people to put their channels in the chat. But yeah, so like I said, get to know you, and I hope that you take heed to what I said, and you learn to have a little bit more confidence than you've had that you then you I said then you that you've had or that you haven't had before. Let me correct that you haven't had before. I hope that you learn that you have something to offer. You just have to find out what it is. You have to find out your message, um, and then go from there. And do not be afraid of constructive criticism. So I hope I left you with some good advice. Do you have anything you want to offer or say before I exit, Cornbread?
Just don't be fooled by the internet and
Hmm.
people with a.
Right. Yeah. And that's a universal for all of us because we definitely have been fooled some ways. We were fooled that some people were certain ways. We were fooled that some certain people actually liked us, as people. And we all have been fooled, so we just have to keep going and do what is best for us. And then those who are with us, they'll be with us, and those who not, they won't. Right. So I wish everyone a good night. Thank you for being a part of this conversation, Cornbread. I appreciate you and what you had to offer the conversation. I appreciate you too, Harley and QT, Chicky, um, Gosh Trail. Let's see, we got CC, we got Bar None. Um, we got Carl and Yo is Mike and Dubs and I think I said CC too. We got Capital C. We have Metal Clips. We have Kita. Um, Tina Marie, my girl. See, I said Carl, Mr. Goodbar, Richie Rich, D Santana, Miss Queen, Sunkissed, Young Griez, Farmer Nancy, Simple Jack, Cole Watts. Thank you so much for coming through. And those and Meek Meek and who else? Who else? Who else? I'm going up. I'm going up. I'm going up. And my boy Realist One. Guys, y'all all are so special to me. Remember, I don't have to know you to love you. I appreciate your time for coming through here and just saying hello, whether it was pressing a like button, whether it was saying interacting in the chat. Hey John, how are you, sweetie? I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for being a part of my channel. I hope that you like, share, and subscribe. And also push the notification button. So when you do see any new coming up lives that I come up with, you'll be able to be notified. I will have an interview. Either it will be Thursday night, which would be tomorrow, or Friday. So I'm waiting to get back the guest to get back to me. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great night and that you guys be blessed, stay safe, like I said. And I hope you learned something most of all. So be blessed. Talk to you later. Good night.
Right.